Joe Barton, Cleveland.com. Ty, start with LeBron, 46, 11, and 9 in an elimination game. What do you take away from what you saw from him?
Greatness. I think championship pedigree. Giving it his all, and we needed that, especially when Kevin went down. We had to play LeBron as being missed, we had to. So he delivered. He was up for the challenge. He carried his own, as usual. But a lot of other guys stepped up too. Jeff Green did a great job. Clarkson came in and gave us some good minutes. George Hill being aggressive. Larry Nance, playing at home fourth quarter. So, guys really chipped in and helped, in the absence of Kevin. And, LeBron brought us home as usual. Big shots, playing through, being tired and fatigued. But we needed him to be big, and he was big.
And, you basically played 8 guys, I guess, but maybe less. And with Kevin being out, the way LeBron had to play tonight and the other guys had to play, you worried all about them having enough left in the tank for one more?
Enough meaning, as in what?
Enough energy, enough.
Oh, just man, come on. You ain't got no choice. One game from the finals, game 7. I can get out there and do something for that. Come on, gotta be ready. Ready to play, no excuses. Game 7 to go to the NBA finals. We gotta be ready.
Dave.
David Grubbin, ESPN. After Larry Nance fell into LeBron's leg, what did you see? How did you think that affected LeBron's game, if at all?
Well, we were short on timeouts, and I was about to take one. LeBron said, "No, I'm good," and then came and scored right the same possession. So I think he might have just banged his knee, but other than that, he's fine.
And Kevin, had you a chance to check in with him?
No, I haven't had a chance to see the medical staff. I know at halftime they was evaluating him, but I don't know anything right now.
Left side, Ron.
Ty, Ron Potesta, the Sports Animal 1390 in Youngstown. You started the second quarter with LeBron, Green, Korver, Clarkson, and Nance Jr. down 5. Outscored Boston 26-13 in the first 8:37 using that lineup in the second quarter. Can you talk about the defensive presence of that lineup in the second quarter?
I thought we did a great job defensively. That's what got us back in the game. I thought we got stops and then was able to get out and run and get in transition. And I thought Clarkson came in, gave us a defensive lift, 5 rebounds, rebounding the basketball. Nance was great on switching out, guarding smaller guards and having 2 steals and rebounding the basketball. Jeff, a versatile player who can guard, multiple positions, and Bron. And then you got Kyle just, fighting and competing. So I thought we had a scrappy unit out there, and they provided, and, helped us out in the second quarter.
Right side, Kenny.
Ty, Kenny Road at WHBC. Only 9 turnovers tonight for 7 points. How much of an emphasis was there from you, the coaching staff, to the guys about valuing the basketball in this elimination game?
A big emphasis. We know that they scored off our turnovers, and tonight, I think we did a great job defensively as far as getting back in transition. I thought they hurt us by getting it up quick and trying to attack early, so we got to do a better job with that. But our half-court defense has been really solid this series, so we just got to do a better job in transition and taking care of the basketball, which helps with that.
Ty, as a player and now as a coach, have you ever been involved in a series where home court advantage seems to mean so much? And with that in mind, how do you take what you guys did here tonight at home on the road?
Well, we've been talking about it for a while now, but we have the blueprint. We understand what we need to do defensively and offensively. I think if we take care of the basketball, I think we'll be in good shape, especially on the road. We got to do a better job of just getting off to good starts and not letting the crowd get involved in the game early and limiting our turnovers, and I think we'll be in good shape.
Steve.
Steve Expert, NBA.com. In games like this, what goes into your thinking on LeBron and rest? When you're going to try to rest him, if you're even going to try to rest him?
You try to get him, you always want to close the quarters great, but if you can get him, the end of quarters and try to bring him back, that's what you shoot for. And then after that, just trying to use your timeouts wisely. I thought we had an excellent. Brad called a timeout with 6:14, and we had one to waste before the 3-minute mark. So I think around the 4:17 mark, I was able to take another timeout, and that helped Bron get a little bit more rest. So just the flow of the game, how the game was going, and how he's feeling.
So when he comes off with 57 seconds left, even a little bit of rest is better than none at that.
When you get the minute rest of actual game time, and then you get 3-minute rest during the timeout, by the time you step on the floor, you're close to 4.5 minutes. So, yeah.
Back up front, Marlon.
Marlon Ragnar, Akron Beacon Journal. LeBron scored 12 points after his banged legs. Could you tell at all that he was feeling that?
Trying to give him the bang his other knee so that he could have 24. But no, he just fought through everything tonight, man. He was huge, and that's what you expect out of the best player in the world. You know, you expect games like this on elimination nights, and I think he's the all-time leading scorer on elimination games. So, you know, add this to it.
Jeff Shadell, News Herald. Hey, Ty, we all know what three-point shooter Kyle is, but you, like even when getting that jump ball with Baines, could you talk about the way he plays overall?
I mean, you know, he plays like a champion, you know, and he plays to win every single night, no matter what it is. If it causes for him to come off screens for 35 minutes and not get one shot, but he's causing confusion and we're scoring the basketball, that's all he cares about. He doesn't care about shots. He doesn't care about if he's making baskets. All he cares about is winning, and that's what you need, you know, out of veteran guys. And that's what he's showing. You know, that's what he shows as he's been here and throughout his career. But just him competing, you know, boxing out all the time, taking charges, you know, in the right place defensively all the time, and you can count on him defensively. You know, not the best, you know, one-on-one, you know, 37 years old, but when it calls for help defense and being in the right place in the right spot, you can count on Corby to be there every time.
Ray.
Ty Ray Jeske from ESPN 990. Could you talk about how important Larry Nance's emergence was, or his performance was tonight? 5 of 5, 10.7 boards, a couple of steals, 21 minutes, over and against Kevin's departure with the injury. Just how big was that for you?
It was huge. I think Tristan did a great job of being physical early, you know, shutting Horford down early. That's a big emphasis of ours going into the series. And then Larry came in and, you know, they cut the lead to 7. I think Bron went to the hole and missed an easy shot. They kind of had the momentum, and Larry tipped dunked it, put us back up 9. It was a huge play. So just his athletic ability around the basket, when Bron drops it off to him, he's going up dunking and finish, you know, quick. So we need that. We needed that spark tonight. Like I said, we needed everybody, and everybody collectively came together and got a big win for us.
Hey, Coach. Michael from ESPN China. J.R. Smith played 38 minutes, 5 points for rebound, you know, shooting 28%. Are you concerned about his efficiency? Anything else he does, you know, behind the stat sheet?
I mean, you know, J.R. shots, when they come sporadic, so you can't, you know, ask him to make every shot. But, you know, we want him to take every shot that he gets. And, you know, I think defensively he's been great. You know, just doing a good job on Tatum, being physical, trying to deny the basketball, switching on the bigs, boxing out. You know, so, you know, one thing about J.R., you're going to get scrapping, you're going to get competing. And we needed that tonight from him. Like I said, he only got 7 shots, but I thought defensively he was really good.
Branson.
Branson, right, Cleveland playing dealer. How encouraged are you on how the guys responded with Caleb?
Very encouraged. Very encouraging. You know, I think, you know, when you lose an all-star like Kevin and our second go-to guy, pivotal part of what we're trying to do, and when he goes down, and then you help your brother up, and that's what they did. You know, Kevin left the game. He didn't come back, and you know, guys got together and they played. They played for Kevin. They played for each other, and was able to get the win.
Well, the last two in the middle, Ken and then Joe.
Ken Miller, calling Post. Coach, did you see anything in the 3 games that you've already played in Boston that gives you enough confidence that you can go in and win a game 7 without Kevin Love?
Yes.
Joe?
I think when Kevin went out, pretty quickly thereafter you started to switch everything, which I know you had gone away from that earlier in the series. Is that something, well, I know you obviously would not want anything to happen to Kevin. Is that something you can do when he's not there, is switch more, and does that make you more versatile defensively?
You can switch more. I think when Jeff's in there playing that position, makes you more versatile defensively, but you know, we miss his rebounding, we miss his offensive ability, so, you know, kind of all cancels out. But, you know, we did start switching more. I thought we did a good job with that. I thought we did a good job with our double teams when they had mismatches on the post. We timed it perfect, and we got some 24-second violations, a couple turnovers. So it looked good. You know, we got to continue to keep getting better at it. But I thought for the first time using in this series, I thought the guys did a good job with it.
That's gonna wrap it up for Coach. Thank you.